Hi everyone and welcome back to some more MotoGP 19 here on this channel. This is part number 21 of my career walkthrough. Now in today's episode we head to the USA for the Red Bull GP of the Americas. A fantastic circuit. Hopefully we get really decent weather as well. Let's get straight into it and see if we can do a little bit better on this Moto2 bike, because in the last episode we struggled with the power. So let's get straight into it. Right, let's see if we can put in a decent lap in this Q1 session. Now, I wasn't struggling too much with wheeling in the last episode around Argentina, but around this circuit, I'm really struggling to keep that front wheel down. So I've put a little bit of anti-wheelie on, but still I struggle to keep it down. Might have to bump it up in a minute, but this bike handles so differently around here. But I do love this circuit, so let's see if we can get a good first corner in. This one can be difficult. I always take a slightly wider line just to avoid those contacts that you do. And see, it almost got wiped out anyway. Right, so let's see if we can set a decent lap. We want to get into Q2 and we've only got a few minutes. But I've actually spent a bit more time setting up the bike today, so hopefully it handles a bit better. Let's get through these sections pretty quick. I seem to be pretty decent on Sector 1. Going by what I was like in the first practice session. And we're up on the time already, which is good. Let's keep it nice and steady. And the only thing I'm slightly struggling on, this bike does understeer quite a lot. So I think a lot of the upgrades we're going to try and focus on the frame, because it's not the best handling. And we're going to struggle for straight line speed as well. Just got around there nicely, but again, just trying to put the power down, and that front wheel is a bit of an issue, because we really do struggle to get the power down early. Right, let's see if we can get into this corner as tight as possible. Let's try and brake a little bit heavier. I've gone with the stronger brakes for this race. You really do need to stop it as quick as possible, get it turned in. Hopefully it won't affect it too much. I mean, like I said, it understeers, and that does make it a little bit... Ooh, be careful. See, just struggling just to smoothly put the power on. I think I might make one more adjustment before we go into the next session. If we make it again, just struggling to keep that front wheel down. And we have dropped some time on the Sector 3. Get right onto the apex. And these last two corners can be really difficult, so let's see if we can get around them nicely. And that isn't too bad. Right, let's see if we can just get nicely into this second corner. Oh, we just overshot it a little bit. We should be okay. And fire it to the line. And what time are we going to get? Oh, 2:15.2. Hopefully that should get us to Q2, but I'm going to put in another lap just in case. So let's see if we can do that. Right, so that's the end of Q1. We managed to get the fastest time, but we go to Q2 and we need to go a lot quicker, because that is not going to get us anywhere near the top in that session. So let's get straight to it. So here we go. And that time was not quick enough, 2:15.3, and we need to get closer to Marquez, 2:14.6. So we've got to find another second from somewhere. Let's get that nice and steady. We're starting to show a little bit wear on these tyres as well. Don't think we can get many more laps in, but I will try a little bit harder. We've only got just over 4 minutes to go, and 13th will be a very difficult position to start from. I struggle with the starts as it is. It's really, really, really tough to try and pull off on these bikes without spinning that rear wheel. Let's keep it steady through here. We do seem to be much quicker at Sector 1, but we weren't this time. So we're down on the time. This is so frustrating. And again, just struggling to keep that front wheel down. Really need some good corners here. Let's see if we can get this nicely turned in. Slow down. And I must admit, one of the things I do like about these Moto2 bikes are the sound. They sound fantastic. I cannot wait to get onto the GP bikes. They must sound even better. And oh wow, we're really up on the time now. So we've made up a little bit of time at Sector 2. Really needed that. Can we follow through and do that the same in Sector 3? We need to get this nicely turned in. Nice turned in. And that was nice and smooth, much better. Those adjustments have definitely made a difference. And as you can see, we've turned up the anti-wheelie as well. Although we still need to upgrade the anti-wheelie a little bit further, but it is making a slight difference. Not a great deal. Right, let's see if we can get this nicely turned in. And that was nice and smooth, much better. Those adjustments have definitely made a difference. And as you can see, we've turned up the anti-wheelie as well. Although we still need to upgrade the anti-wheelie a little bit further, but it is making a slight difference. Not a great deal. That was nice. Oh, that was really good. Keep that front wheel down, but we have just dropped. Sector 3 seems to be very challenging for us. We're not the quickest through those slow corners, but we can make it up on this final section. That's not too bad around there. And the tyres do start looking like they're not going to go many more laps. Right, final corner. Come on, we've got to do better than we had last time. And to the line, got a little bit wider, and oh, 2:14.5. There you go. Wow. Oh, just pulled the brakes a little bit too hard, but I think we might have hit the fastest time. Let's get straight into the end of the qualifying. Right, so that is the end of qualifying, and we qualified in pole position. Unbelievable. With Marquez behind us and Schrotter. Now, Schrotter's leading the championship, so we're going to have to really battle hard to try and win this one. So let's get straight into the race.
Hello from Austin. We're here in Texas. In just a few minutes, we'll be bringing you the Moto2 race. The skies over the track are clear of clouds, and the latest weather reports forecast temperatures in line with the seasonal average. While the race officials are waving the green flag, the riders gather their final thoughts and get ready to race another US Grand Prix here at Austin.
Right, so here we go with round 3 of this Moto2 career around the circuit of the Americas. Let's see if we can get away as quick as possible without spinning up that rear wheel. And off we go. Oh, it's spinning up a lot. And just contact from behind. Wow. Almost got taken out there right into that first corner, which is going to be tough because the tyres are not up to temperature yet. And drive it down the hill, and our teammate Remy Gardner's in behind us, so that's a good start for the team. Let's just try and keep up with Marquez. We're pretty quick in sector 1, so let's try and take advantage of that. And we went with the medium compound. Marquez went with the medium compound, but I think Schrotter went with hard. So we're going to see who chose the best compound to go for this circuit. Now it's 6 laps, but in quite extreme heat, so it's going to be quite hard on the tyres, and that's not too bad. Let's see if we can just take an early lead here, and oh, be careful, that rear tyre's not up to temperature yet, and we've got to wear it in. Let's see if we can get nicely turned into this difficult corner. Come on, keep this nicely, and we've just overshot it a little bit, and keep that front wheel down. Really struggling to put the power down again, but we've managed to get away okay with Marquez in second, and I'm pretty sure Schrotter's not far behind somewhere, so we've got to make sure that we finish above him today because he is leading the championship. Right, slow it down, turned in, we've gone a little bit wider than I would have liked. The tyres are still not up to temperature, and what I found in the qualifying session that the soft front was pretty good for turning in, but as soon as I tried anything else I really struggled with it, especially when I tried hard. I just couldn't get the feel for them. That's why I didn't go with those tyres. Right, that's not too bad. Just trying to keep this nice and steady. If we can just hold the lead for the first lap, we can settle into a rhythm, and keeping it nice and steady, and we're doing really well, which is good. Slow it into these turns, we should be able to settle into a nice rhythm now. And if we can take advantage of our pace at sector 1, we should be able to get a bit of breathing space. So that is the first lap out the way, and we've got Marquez not far behind. Let's see if we can nail this corner. Let's go a little bit tighter this time, slow it down. Good on the brakes, and that is not too bad. Oh, Marquez got in the inside, and again just struggling to keep that front wheel down, but we've managed to get back into the lead. And so Marquez is really battling hard here, and just saw an overtake there. Luti's overtaken Schrotter, so Schrotter's a little bit further down the order, and that's really good for us. Let's see if we can keep it nice and tight through here. Got to be a little bit better on the throttle this time, trying to keep it nice and smooth. I am starting to get used to this bike now, which is good. But I just found my controller, because I'm using a custom controller, is a little bit too sensitive on the trigger. So it's just trying to adjust to that. is nicely turned in. That was perfect. Right, to keep that front wheel down, and we should be able to gain a little bit of a lead. Marcus is still in second place, and he's just going to hold on to that slipstream if he can get it. Right, slow it down. And that is much better, and we're starting to feel a bit better now. And oh, just saw my teammate move into second place. So for the team, this is looking extremely positive, and that was a much smoother line. Really starting to feel comfortable now. Can we get it turned in? Went a little bit wider than I would have liked through there, but I will take it again. Just trying to keep that front wheel down. We're definitely going to have to get that anti-wheelie system upgraded, but I also want to upgrade the frame. So it's just going to be a steady progress, and we've just got to upgrade what we can and have a look at what circuit's coming up. So I think coming up next is Spain, so I'm not going to worry about anti-wheelie too much around there. I think we could do with the frame upgrade. And again, just struggling to put the power down, but we're maintaining the lead, and that is all that matters. But it is only a 0.7 gap. Right, let's see if we can get a little bit turned in, and I think it's our teammate that's in second place. So that is good for the team. If we can get a 1-2 round here, that would be awesome. And that is nicely turned in on lap 3. Let's keep it nice and controlled through here. That's good. Just maintaining the speed. Nice and smooth. And it is Gardner that is sitting in second, a second behind us. And Schrotter's down in 6th. Oh no, he's just moved up to 5th. So it's looking good for us points wise. We might be able to get a little bit closer to him in the championship. Right, let's see if we can nail this corner. Absolutely had it spot on last time. No, slightly overshot it. But you can go a little bit wider in that turn. That is not too bad. We've still got a bit of a gap. Will be slipstreamed by our teammate now, so he may come up the inside as we start slowing down. Let's get it nicely turned in. Ooh, three of us went into that turn. Mark is in the inside, our teammate on the outside, and Marcus has just managed to get past. And let's see if we can squeeze past him again. No, don't come off here. He's taking the inside of that corner, but I'm going to just go past him. Try and hug this apex, and we've managed to battle back into the lead, but we really do struggle in sector 3. That's one sector I've got to work on. That's where they seem to catch up. It's just the slow corners. I'm just not as quick. And that's nicely done through there. We've managed to get our gap back, our little buffer. Final corner, and again, see if we can get into that tough first left-hander without getting run off. And it's Marquez in second, our teammate in third, and Schrotter is in 4th. So it'll be interesting to see if he manages to get on the podium. And that is not too bad. And Schrotter has overtaken my teammate, and he's overtaken Marcus as well. Wow! So Schrotter is on it now on lap 4. Now we're in for some real battling, because he had different tyre compounds, so his tyres are going to be a lot better going into the final stages of this race. Let's keep it steady through here, take that little bit of gap, and Schrotter is a second behind us, so we really want to get onto that long straight without him in our slipstream, to be honest. If we can manage it, it's not too bad. Need to have a good corner here. Slow it down, get turned in, and that isn't too bad. I will take that. Should be able to pull away. And what is the gap? Let's have a look. It doesn't tell us there. Oh, it's just over a second. Really need to nail this corner here. We can't afford to let Schrotter get past us. And slow it down. A little bit wider this time. But we should be okay. And again, we just need to get tighter to that apex through there. That's really makes us struggle into these next couple of corners because we're sort of out of sync. And, oh, contact from Schrotter, and it's just forced me out. Wow. Oh, don't come off, don't come off. And we can just hold him in the inside. Oh, that contact really threw me out then. But oh, he's coming up the inside again. Schrotter's diving up the inside, and he's trying to make a stick. Oh, my bike is all over the place. Be careful. Wow. Bit of a moment again there, just trying to battle back into the lead. And I knew Schrotter would come strong towards the end of the race, and we come towards the end of the full flap. Is he going to make another lunge? No, he didn't on the final corner, and we go into the 5th lap, and now things are really heating up into the final 2 laps. Can we hold on to this? It's not going to be easy now. Now Schrotter is starting to push. So let's slow it down. Is he going to come? Oh, contact again, but he was on the outside, so that is okay. Right, let's drive it back down the hill. And we've got to try and get some breathing space. We've got to get that gap back up. Because Schrotter seems to be right on it. Let's see if we can get through this section as fast as possible. Managed to just pull away slightly. And it's quite strange how much the AI struggle through that section. But I ain't going to complain, because they have more powerful bikes and faster bikes on the straight, so it swings in roundabouts, doesn't it? So we've got to make it so we can just keep the lead. Right, let's keep driving and hopefully have a good corner. Right, coming to the final corner, and then we've got 1 lap to go, but Schrotter is still trying to push as hard as he can to catch up, so we need to stay strong. And we go into the final lap. The gap is only 0.7, and we've got to hold on to this. We've got Schrotter in 2nd, Marquez in 3rd, and Luthi in 4th. And again, Schrotter is right there, but he didn't have the inside, and he's had to back off. Right, we've got to try and push as hard as we can through this section and get to that gap, because we don't really want heat going into the final corners. The tyres are starting to look really worn. I'm starting to feel a bit of wear as well. Not being able to take the corners as tight as I would like. The grip is starting to go. So we've got to be careful. And let's just be nice and steady through there. Just maintain a nice pace through that section. And that was a nice flow. And again, just struggling to put the power down. I just tried to get onto the power too early. Need to be a bit smoother. Right, we've got to nail this here. Slow it down. And that will do. I will take that. Slowed down a little bit earlier than I would have liked, but we got turned in okay. Right, we need to nail this corner. But we've also got to be mindful that the tyres are starting to go off now. So let's see if we can do this. We've got a decent gap. Right, slow it down, slow it down. No, we've got really wide. Oh, don't lose the lead. Oh, we've just managed to get away with that one, but I just could not turn it in there, and I didn't want to push too hard and slide off. And, oh, the rear tyre is feeling really loose now. Can't. Again, really struggling, but just managing to hold on to it. But Schrotter has closed the gap to 0.7. Is he going to make a lunge on the last corner? Let's try not to give him that opportunity. Keep it nice. Oh, really struggling. Yeah, the tyre is really giving up now. See, if we've gone with a hard rear, it might not be at this stage, and we might still have a consistent pace. Final corner. Let's get it nicely turned in. And to the line. Oh, nice power wheelie to the end. There you go. And we take the win in Austin, Texas, around the circuit of the Americas. What a race. Schrotter 2nd, Marquez came 3rd, and our teammate came 5th. So that's good team points. And that was a really tough race. I did struggle on a few of the corners, but overall it was a much better performance. I'm starting to feel my way into the Moto2 season now, so let's get straight into the results. Have we pushed ourselves closer to the top of the table? Well, I think we might have done, so let's get straight into the results. Right, so this is the championship standings. Marcel Schrotter still leads the championship, but I'm closing in 4 points behind with my teammate in third, so that's looking good. And we're ahead of the team championship now by 2 points, so that looks good as well. So that was overall a good episode. The qualifying wasn't too bad. I had a few issues with the bike wheeling up. I didn't think that the anti-wheelie would be an issue because I didn't use it in the last round, but it shows different circuits, the bike handles differently. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate all the support, and also don't forget to check out my F1 2019 career because that's going really, really well as well. Thank you, and I will see you in the next episode.